Have you ever imagined that some plants can be so strange, so surreal that they seem like they don't belong on Earth? With bizarre shapes, hypnotic colors, and behaviors that defy any logic. These green creatures are a reminder that nature still holds secrets more insane than any science fiction movie. Some glow in the dark, others feed on insects, and there are even those that look like alien sculptures forgotten on our planet. Today, join us on a surprising journey through the 20 rarest and most extraordinary plants in the world. So incredible that you'll swear they came from another galaxy. Get ready, because the plant kingdom is about to leave you speechless. But before we start, subscribe to our channel and leave your like. Now let's begin. Number 3. Unique and fascinating plants. The Defilea Greyeye, for example, reminds us that even rain can reveal something invisible to the ordinary eye. Meanwhile, lithops, disguised as stones, show us that survival can also be a form of camouflaged art. It's fascinating to see how some plants have become cunning hunters, like Nepenthees, while others, like Amaryllis Dancing Queen, seem to have stepped out of a celestial dance performance. Some flowers awaken with the sun, like Ipomoea, while others bloom only to touch our deepest emotions, like the bleeding heart. For those who love gardening, botany, or are simply enchanted by life's mysteries, this video is more than a list of exotic flowers. It's a journey into a parallel universe, where logic gives way to wonder, and perhaps at its core, that is the greatest gift the plant kingdom offers us. A reminder that there are still marvels in this world that defy everything we think we know. Number 4. Topiary plants. Topiary plants are meticulously pruned to form multiple branches in geometric shapes: balls, domes, spirals. They are true living sculptures. Species such as boxwood and bog blueberries are commonly used because they grow slowly and have small leaves ideal for shaping. This art has its roots in the gardens of ancient Rome and the Renaissance, and remains popular in modern gardens. More than just plants, they are natural design pieces that bring symmetry and elegance to any outdoor space. Few flowers are as poetic as the bleeding heart. With heart-shaped flowers delicately hanging from arched stems, they evoke deep emotions just by their appearance. In shades of pink or purple with white tips, these flowers originate from Asia, grow up to 90 cm tall, and can produce around 20 flowers per stem. Despite their beauty, they are toxic if ingested. They prefer partial shade and bloom in spring from April to June. They die back in winter but return vigorously each year. They are perfect for romantic gardens full of symbolism. Have you ever thought about how little we know about the plant world? After seeing this impressive selection, it's impossible not to feel a mix of wonder and humility. Each flower seems to tell its own story, not just of beauty, but of resilience, adaptation, and even a touch of magic. Number 5. Lotus Flower. The lotus flower is a symbol of spiritual purity, used for millennia in religious practices and Asian cultural traditions. With large rounded petals in pink, white, or blue, it rises above the water like a sacred jewel. Every part of the plant is edible, from leaves to seeds. Its leaves repel water and dirt, a phenomenon known as the lotus effect. The seeds can remain viable for centuries. It blooms in summer between June and August, and can be grown in ponds, basins, or water containers, a majestic presence that transforms any garden into a peaceful sanctuary. Number 6. Peruvian Lily, or Inca Lily. The Alstroemeria is a graceful and resilient flower, loved by florists and gardeners. Its name honors Swedish botanist Klistremer, who brought its seeds to Europe in the 10th century. Its trumpet-shaped flowers appear in vibrant shades: pink, orange, yellow, purple, and white. Once cut, they can last up to 2 weeks in a vase. Depending on the variety, it can grow 30-90 centimeters in height. Though rarely consumed, it is technically edible, and sometimes used as decoration in sophisticated dishes. Native to South America, especially Chile, Brazil, and Peru. Number 7. Purple Dahlia. The purple dahlia is a striking flower, symbolizing transformation and elegance. It ranges from soft lavender to deep purples, almost black. Native to Mexico, it is also the country's national flower, admired for its visual impact and symbolism. Cultivated in gardens and for floral arrangements, its tuberous roots are edible and were once a food source for the Aztecs, tasting somewhat like potatoes and horseradish. Dahlias bloom from midsummer to autumn. They need full sun and fertile, well-drained soil. They also attract pollinators such as bees and butterflies, making them a gift for any domestic ecosystem. Number 8. African violet. Originating from Tanzania and Kenya, the African violet has won the hearts of indoor plant lovers. Its scientific name is St. Paulia, and although it looks delicate, it is highly adaptable, with velvety leaves and flowers grouped in shades of pink, white, blue, or even multicolored. It measures 15 to 20 centimeters in height and width. When well cared for, it can bloom for several months, bringing constant beauty indoors. Perfect for indoor spaces, it does not take up much room and flowers year-round. It needs bright but indirect light and slightly acidic, well-drained soil. The best part, it is safe, non-toxic to humans and pets. Number 9. The largest wisteria in the world. The largest wisteria in the world is in California, covering more than 4,000 tours of floral area. Native to Asia and North America, it can live for over 100 years. It is truly a garden legacy. It blooms between April and June and requires at least 6 hours of direct sunlight per day. It prefers fertile, well-drained soil, but be careful. Every part of the plant, especially the seeds, is toxic if ingested. In China, wisteria symbolizes longevity and luck, and its sweet fragrance is simply unmistakable. Daisies, small, simple, and charming yellow and white daisies bring charm and lightness to gardens, flower beds, and meadows. Despite their modest size, they have a slightly sweet taste and are indeed edible. Beyond decoration, they are used in traditional medicine to treat respiratory, skin, and inflammatory conditions. These flowers have a special trait: they self-seed, meaning their seeds fall and germinate the following year. They can be planted in spring or autumn and bloom from late spring to early summer. They prefer full sun or partial shade in well-drained soil. Simple, effective, and delightful. Number 10. Azaleas and wisteria. Azaleas. With delicate flowers in intense shades of pink, purple, white, and orange, they bloom in spring but are toxic if ingested by humans or animals. They prefer partial shade, acidic, well-drained soil, and are excellent for hedges, borders, and focal points in gardens. Symbolically, they represent temperance, femininity, and passion. In many cultures, they are associated with family harmony. A garden full of azaleas is like living inside a watercolor painting. Wisteria, truly enchanting, with pendant clusters resembling natural curtains, appearing in shades of lilac, blue, pink, or white. This powerful climber easily covers pergolas, walls, and trellises, creating a stunning decorative effect. Number 11. Passion flower. Passion flower is one of the most exotic and intriguing plants on the planet. With star-shaped petals, its colors range from purple to blue, including white and pink. Native to the tropical Americas, especially South America, the plant was associated by Christian missionaries with the symbols of Christ's passion. Many varieties produce the delicious passion fruit. The plant has also been used in traditional medicine for centuries to treat anxiety, insomnia, and pain. It grows quickly, easily covering walls and fences, while attracting butterflies and hummingbirds. Number 12. Cathia, the Queen of Orchids. The Cathia, often called the Queen of Orchids, did not earn this title by chance. Every detail of its existence reveals refinement, delicacy, and a touch of exoticism that enchants horticulturists, collectors, and nature enthusiasts around the world. Named after the renowned British horticulturist William Cathie, the Cathia was first cultivated in the 19th century, at a time when the exploration of exotic plants was at its peak. Since then, it has become a symbol of luxury, elegance, and botanical perfection, combining vibrant colors, graceful forms, and subtle fragrance that make each flower a true living masterpiece. Native to Central and South America, Cathia adapts to tropical and subtropical regions, thriving in humid forests and shaded areas. The plant is epiphytic, naturally growing on trunks and branches, which allows its aerial roots to efficiently absorb nutrients and moisture from the environment. This characteristic gives Cathia an ethereal appearance. It seems to float in the air, supported only by the natural structures of its habitat. Its growth is relatively slow, but meticulously ordered, forming long flower stems that can support multiple blooms simultaneously, creating visually stunning displays of symmetry and elegance. Cathia flowers are large, luxurious, and incredibly fragrant, ranging from deep purple, vibrant pink, pure white, radiant yellow, to fiery orange. Each petal is finely structured with a velvety texture and delicate edges that appear handcrafted. The combination of colors and shapes among species and hybrids makes Cathia one of the most valued orchids in botanical collections, flower shows and international competitions. Beyond its visual beauty, these flowers exude a sweet, light, and sophisticated fragrance, often reminiscent of ripe fruits and wildflowers, attracting natural pollinators like bees, butterflies, and small birds in their native habitats. Cathia typically blooms once or twice a year, with flowering periods lasting up to 4 weeks. During this time, the flower stems rise majestically, displaying the geometric perfection of each bloom. Maintaining the plant requires special care. It prefers indirect light, avoiding intense direct sunlight, and needs high humidity and constant air circulation, replicating rainforest conditions. The soil should be well drained and enriched with organic matter, allowing the roots to breathe and absorb nutrients without risk of rot. Experienced collectors often cultivate Cathia in hanging pots or artificial supports simulating tree branches, ensuring healthy growth and abundant flowering. The economic value of Cathia corresponds to its rarity and refinement. Mature or rare specimens can cost over $90, reflecting not only the effort required to grow them, but also the fascination this plant holds for admirers and professional horticulturists. Beyond price, Cathia is highly prized in high-end floriculture events, frequently used in bridal bouquets, luxury arrangements, and gala decorations, adding sophistication and exoticism to any environment. Its symbolism transcends aesthetics. It represents elegance, patience, and the beauty resulting from dedication and continuous care. In addition to its ornamental function, Cathia plays an important role in botanical and scientific education. It is studied in universities, botanical gardens, and horticulture laboratories to understand orchid biology, pollination mechanisms, and epiphytic species adaptation processes. Cathia conservation is also a relevant topic, as some varieties are threatened due to illegal collection and habitat destruction. Controlled breeding and cultivation programs aim to preserve the species' genetic diversity, ensuring that future generations can admire and study this botanical jewel. Number 13. Tulip. Elegance in shape and vibrant color. Originating in Central Asia and Turkey, the tulip was introduced to Europe in the 10th century and quickly became a symbol of social status and wealth, especially in the Netherlands. During World War II, tulip bulbs were used as food in the Netherlands during times of scarcity. Yes, tulip petals are edible. The flowers come in shades of purple, pink, yellow, white, and many more. They bloom between March and May and grow best in slightly acidic, well-drained soil. Today, tulips are cultivated worldwide, but the Netherlands remains the largest global producer. Number 14. China Pink. Elegance and fragrance in every petal. China Pink, scientifically known as Dianthus chinensis, are flowers that combine beauty, fragrance, and versatility, making them garden and floral arrangement icons worldwide. Native to China and parts of East Asia, these carnations have a cultivation history dating back centuries. Once admired in imperial gardens and used in ceremonies and celebrations, the name Dianthus means flower of the gods, reflecting the reverence ancient gardeners had for its aesthetic perfection and delicate scent. What makes China Pinks particularly captivating is the wide variety of flower colors and patterns. They range from soft pink, lilac, and white to deep red, vibrant purple, and elegant bicolored combinations that appear hand-painted. Each petal is delicately cut, often with wavy or serrated edges, giving the flower a rich and sophisticated visual texture. This chromatic diversity, along with their compact and symmetrical form, makes China Pinks ideal for both formal gardens and natural rustic arrangements. In addition to their visual beauty, China Pinks are famed for their enchanting fragrance. Many varieties emit a sweet, slightly spicy scent that can fill entire gardens, attracting bees, butterflies, and other pollinators. Some growers note that the fragrance is strongest in the morning and evening, creating special moments of sensory delight. This olfactory feature has historically made them popular for bouquets, flower crowns, and aromatic products like essential oils and scented sachets. A fascinating fact is that some China Pink varieties produce edible flowers, which can be used to decorate salads, desserts, or cocktails, adding vibrant color and a subtle floral flavor. However, it is crucial to ensure the flowers have not been treated with pesticides or chemicals before consumption. China Pinks are relatively easy to cultivate, making them perfect for both novice and experienced gardeners. They thrive in fertile, well-drained soil enriched with organic matter and prefer full sunlight, although some varieties tolerate partial shade. During the growing season, watering should be regular to keep the soil moist but not waterlogged, as excess moisture can cause root rot. Periodic pruning encourages continuous flowering and keeps the plant healthy and compact. These carnations are also notable for their resilience and adaptability, tolerating varying climates, from hot, dry summers to moderate rainfall, provided the soil drains well. Longevity varies with care, but many Dianthus chinensis varieties bloom for several weeks, offering continuous color and fragrance throughout the growing season. Historically, China pinks have held symbolic roles in various cultures. In ancient China, they were associated with luck and longevity. In Europe, they came to symbolize admiration, love, and fascination, often included in romantic bouquets or ceremonial arrangements. The tradition of giving carnations as gifts continues today, representing care, respect, and refined beauty. Beyond their ornamental and symbolic value, China pinks contribute to garden biodiversity. Their flowers attract essential pollinators, while dense foliage provides shelter for small insects and birds, making them both aesthetically pleasing and ecologically valuable. Number 15. Ipomoea, the enchanting morning trumpet. The Ipomoea, commonly known in English as morning glory, is one of the most fascinating and visually enchanting climbers in tropical and temperate flora. Its scientific name varies by species, but all share its most striking feature: trumpet-shaped flowers that open with the sunlight and close before noon, creating a daily spectacle of colors and shapes that seems choreographed by nature itself. This morning routine gives the Ipomoea an aura of ephemeral mystique, reminding us that life's beauty is fleeting and should be cherished in every moment. Native to the Americas, Ipomoea has species adapted to different climates, from subtropical to temperate regions, and can be successfully cultivated in gardens, balconies, pergolas, and fences. Its long, flexible stems allow the plant to climb rapidly, forming natural curtains of green leaves and vibrant flowers. It can grow impressively, reaching 4 to 5 meters in a single growing season, making it ideal for transforming ordinary spaces into magical, inviting environments. The color palette of Ipomoea is among its most captivating traits. Its flowers range from deep blue to delicate pink, intense purple, vibrant red, and pure white. Some species display subtle gradients or unique patterns, creating a sense of movement and depth that delights the eye and inspires gardeners and landscapers. Each flower's delicately overlapping petals form the classic trumpet shape, seemingly directing attention to the luminous center, where sweet nectar attracts bees, butterflies, and other pollinators. Despite its delicate appearance, Ipomoea is extremely resilient and easy to grow, adapting to various soils as long as they are well drained. Once established, it tolerates periods of drought, though it blooms more exuberantly with regular watering and direct or partially filtered sunlight. Ideal soil is fertile, light, and rich in organic matter, allowing deep roots to absorb sufficient nutrients to sustain rapid growth. Its vigor and beauty make Ipomoea a popular choice for creating natural green walls, beautifying patios, or covering simple structures, turning any environment into a dreamlike setting. Culturally, Ipomoea carries symbolism and history. Its flowers are associated with renewal, the transience of life, and the joy of small things. The fact that it blooms only in the morning inspires poets, artists, and gardeners to value each moment of natural beauty. In some regions, its seeds were historically used in rituals, though today it is widely recognized that consuming them can be dangerous. They contain compounds that, in high doses, have hallucinogenic effects, potentially causing nausea, sensory changes, or severe intoxication. Thus, recreational or medicinal use is strongly discouraged, and the plant is mainly appreciated for its ornamental qualities. Beyond its visual appeal, Ipomoea plays an important ecological role. Its flowers provide food for pollinators and contribute to garden biodiversity, promoting a vibrant and balanced ecosystem. Dense vines offer shelter for small insects and birds, becoming a safe refuge in urban or rural areas. The plant is also effective at preventing soil erosion on slopes or inclined areas, as its strong roots help stabilize the terrain. Growing Ipomoea is also educational. Beginner gardeners and children can learn about germination, phototropism, growth toward light, and daily flowering cycles by observing the plant. Number 16. the climbing plant symbol of Zimbabwe and India. This climbing plant is more than an ornamental species. It serves as a bridge between cultures, traditions, and ecosystems. Native to tropical regions of Africa and South Asia, it is a national symbol in Zimbabwe, representing resilience, natural beauty, and the spiritual connection between daily life and the natural world. In India, it carries a strong spiritual significance associated with purity, protection, and the divine, often used in rituals, offerings, and celebrations. Botanically, it is a vigorous climber that can reach up to 2.5 meters. Its flexible stems coil around supports, fences, or other plants, creating living landscapes that change with the seasons. Flowers appear in summer and can last until October, ranging from pearly white to soft pink, emitting subtle scents that attract pollinators such as bees, butterflies, hummingbirds, and small birds. Beyond beauty, the plant has traditional medicinal uses, including treatments for arthritis, gout, inflammation, and skin conditions. However, all parts are toxic if ingested improperly, so handling requires care. Its cultivation also holds economic and educational value. Bulbs range from 4 to 9, while a healthy adult plant can reach up to 45 hours. Symbolically and ecologically, it promotes tranquility, balance, and connection to nature, providing shelter and food for small animals and pollinators. Each flower serves as a reminder of the fleeting beauty of nature and the importance of cherishing every moment. Number 17. Flaming Lily. Amaryllis. The flaming lily, or amaryllis, produces flowers so vibrant and elegant they seem to dance in the wind, like a ballerina on a natural stage. Its trumpet-shaped petals are white with fringes in bright shades of pink or lilac, creating the impression of a living work of art. Each flower can reach 15 to 20 centimeters, while the entire plant grows up to 60 centimeters. Popular for pot cultivation and floral arrangements, it brings sophistication to winter or early spring bouquets. Its bulb can cost between $14 and $28 depending on size, but beware, both the bulb and the leaves contain licorine, a substance toxic to humans and animals if ingested. Its undulating, fiery petals in shades of red, yellow, and shocking pink give it an almost surreal appearance. Number 18. Nepenthes. The pitcher plants. Nepenthes are true masters of the trap in the plant kingdom. Their leaves have evolved into slippery, deep containers that capture insects, and, in some cases, even small animals like lizards or mice. The rim of the pitcher emits sweet aromas and produces nectar that lures its prey. Once an insect lands, it slips inside and is slowly digested. Among them, Nepenthes raja stands out for its gigantic size and ability to capture larger prey. Native to Southeast Asia, Madagascar, and Australia, these plants can range from a few centimeters up to half a meter in height. Beyond their fascinating appearance, some species are used in traditional medicine to treat digestive issues, skin problems, and even malaria, showing that their role extends beyond beauty and mystery. Number 19. Lithops. The living stones lithops, popularly known as living stones, are one of nature's most astonishing creations. These tiny succulents have developed camouflage so perfect that they blend with the stones or pebbles around them, a crucial adaptation for surviving the arid and exposed environments of southern Africa, particularly Namibia. Measuring just 2 to 5 centimeters in height, each lithops looks like a tiny natural work of art, with colors ranging from gray, green, brown, pink, and even purple, often decorated with intricate patterns that mimic cracks, veins, and textures of surrounding stones. The incredible camouflage ability of these plants is not just aesthetic, it is vital for their survival. By blending with the rocky soil, lithops escape the attention of herbivores and extreme environmental conditions, such as intense heat and strong winds. Each pair of fleshy leaves, resembling a split stone, functions as a water reservoir, allowing the plant to survive for months without irrigation in its natural habitat. This internal moisture storage is so efficient that lithops are able to flower even after long periods of drought, a testament to their resilience and adaptation. The flowering, though subtle, is one of the most charming surprises of these tiny succulents. During spring or autumn, depending on the species, they produce simple, bright flowers, usually yellow, white, or orange, that emerge almost imperceptibly between the leaves. The contrast between stone-like appearance and sudden bursts of color creates a captivating visual effect, reminding us that even in harsh conditions, life finds ways to celebrate beauty. Cultivating lithops outside their natural habitat habitat requires special attention. They prefer bright but filtered light and extremely well-draining soil, similar to that used for cacti. Overwatering or using poorly draining soil can be fatal, whereas a suitable combination of dry soil and occasional watering allows them to thrive for decades, becoming living treasures for collectors and exotic plant enthusiasts. Moreover, each Lithops is unique, with its own patterns and colors, making each individual an exclusive piece in any botanical collection. Beyond their extraordinary appearance, Lithops play an interesting ecological role. Despite their tiny size, they help retain soil moisture and provide microhabitats for small insects and desert organisms. Their adaptability and resilience make them living examples of nature's ingenuity, demonstrating how even the smallest organisms can thrive in extreme conditions. For those who appreciate exotic plants, Lithops are a true treasure. They represent the perfect fusion of art and natural science, delicate forms, subtle colors, and complex patterns that both delight the eye and inspire curiosity about plant life in inhospitable environments. Observing a Lithops is like gazing at a tiny magical stone that holds secrets of resilience and beauty, reminding us that nature can create wonders even in the harshest and driest corners of the planet. In short, Lithops are not just plants. They are living jewels, masters of camouflage, and symbols of resilience, adaptability, and uniqueness. Each individual tells a story of survival, patience, and understated elegance, showing that even among stones and aridity, life flourishes in surprising and enchanting ways. Number 20. Skeleton Flower, Defilea Greyeye. The skeleton flower, scientifically known as Defilea Greyeye, is one of the most enigmatic and delicate jewels of the plant world, found in the moist, shaded forests of Japan. This plant is not only rare, but carries a natural mystery that fascinates botanists, gardeners, and nature lovers alike. The feature that gives it its name is its incredible translucency. When rain falls on its white petals, they become almost completely transparent, as if made of fine crystal, revealing the delicate veins and internal structures of the flower. This fleeting effect transforms Defilea Greyeye into a living spectacle of light and transparency, making it look more like a work of art than a natural organism. Defilea Greyeye grows in nutrient-rich, well-drained soils with high humidity, but is sensitive to waterlogging, making it a plant with specific ecological requirements. Its natural habitat is dense forest regions with partial shade, where the ground is covered with fallen leaves and moss, creating the ideal microclimate for its growth. It reaches a height of 40 to 60 centimeters with large umbrella-shaped leaves that not only protect the plant from excessive evaporation, but also give it a majestic and almost dramatic presence. The flowers appear in small clusters elegantly arranged along thin stems and remain visible from late spring through autumn. During this period, the contrast between the translucent petals and the deep green environment creates a magical, almost surreal scene. The flower does not produce vibrant colors or strong fragrances. Its charm lies in the subtlety and ethereal elegance of its form. Observers report that Defilea Greyeye seems to absorb and reflect light in a unique way, almost as if each petal were a tiny crystal lens, capturing drops of dew or rain and turning them into natural diamonds. Beyond its aesthetic beauty, Defilea Greyeye plays an important role in the local ecosystem. Its delicate flowers attract specific pollinators, such as small bees and flies, which have adapted to its thin, translucent structure. The plant also helps maintain soil moisture and protects microhabitats for smaller organisms, making it a subtle yet significant link in the complex web of the Japanese forest. Cultivating Defilea Greyeye outside its natural habitat is a notable challenge. Gardeners need to recreate conditions similar to the wet forest: fertile soil, partial shade, high humidity, and careful drainage. Small mistakes in care can harm its growth or prevent flowering, reinforcing the value of this plant as a botanical treasure. When well cared for, however, it transforms any garden into a magical setting, almost as if the forest itself has been brought indoors. Human fascination with this flower extends beyond its appearance. Defilea Greyeye symbolizes delicacy, ephemerality, and the connection between beauty and vulnerability. Each transparent petal, each reflected raindrop reminds us that nature is capable of creating subtle but impressive wonders that demand respect and careful attention. Scientists, photographers, and artists seek to capture it in images and studies, trying to seize the essence of something simultaneously tangible and ethereal. Culturally, rare flowers like Defilea Greyeye often become symbols of purity and transience, reflecting values in Japanese aesthetics such as the concept of wabi-sabi, which finds beauty in imperfection and impermanence. The plant, opening only under ideal moisture conditions reinforces the idea that true beauty requires patience and care, and that its appreciation is, in itself, a moment of contemplation and respect for nature. Thus, the skeleton flower is not just a plant, it is a living reminder of the fragility and complexity of life, the subtle harmony between light, water, and plant matter, and nature's ability to create phenomena that seem almost magical. Defilea Greyeye transforms the ordinary into the extraordinary, showing that even in the damp shadows of the forest, wonders emerge that capture both the eye and the imagination, reminding us that delicacy can be powerful and inspiring at the same time. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you enjoyed our content, subscribe to our channel and leave a like. Also, check out other interesting content appearing right now on your screen, and I'll see you in the next video. See you next time.